Look what I have for you today. Move over key lime pie. Move over key lime bundt cake. These soft and chewy key lime cookies are so refreshing and delicious. This cookie has perfect texture and iced with a key lime glaze. These simple cookies are every key lime lover's dream come true. Soft and chewy, tart, sweet, and the pistachio nuts bring so much texture. Welcome or welcome back. I know you're going to love this recipe. And when you do, you hit that thumbs up. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button and also hit notifications so that you get all of our recipes as they post. Also, show a little kindness and leave me a comment down below. I hope you'll make this one in your home. Now, let's get to stirring. To start these key lime pistachio cookies, you're going to need to get a cookie sheet. I've lined mine in parchment paper and preheat your oven to 375 degrees. We're going to set this aside and work on our flour. I have 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, and to this, I am going to add a half of a teaspoon of baking soda as well as baking powder. And then I'm just going to give it a good whisk. Now, normally you would add some salt to this. And if you're going to be substituting the pistachios, which I don't recommend that you do that because they are yummy in this cookie, for white chocolate chips, you would add a little bit of salt now. But we're using nuts because it's nuts for the nutty. I'm going to move this out of my way and we're going to zest some limes. We're going to need 1.5 teaspoons of lime zest. This is going to bring so much zing to these cookies. It's going to be about the zest of 2 limes. So you get to zesting. When you're zesting, don't go down to the white part because that will be very bitter. So our lime is zested. We're going to set this aside. We're going to start creaming some butter. Grab your mixing bowl. Take 1 stick of butter. Now, this is unsalted butter, and it is at room temperature. And add it to your mixing bowl. And to our 1 stick of butter, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of white sugar and a 1/4 cup of light brown sugar. And then we're going to cream this together. Add 1 egg to your creamed butter, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of key lime juice. Guys, we are using Nellie and Joe's. You can, by all means, buy key limes and juice them yourself. We're using Nellie and Joe's. And 1 teaspoon of lime zest. Guys, I just pinched that in there. You can measure it if you want to. We're going to give this a quick mix before adding in our flour mixture. Now it's time to add our flour mixture. Guys, we will add this slowly and mix it until it's just combined. Now that that's mixed, we can take the mixer and set it aside. We're going to fold in those nuts. I'm going to now add 1 cup of chopped pistachios. We are using the roasted and salted. You know that this is going to bring a delightful texture to this cookie. It's like more than 1 cup, but guys, it's only 1 cup. And then just fold these in until it's fully incorporated. We have the nuts all folded in, and look at that cookie dough. Isn't it beautiful? Guys, I'm going to pop this in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes to ensure that our cookies don't spread out a whole lot when we bake them. Our key lime pistachio dough is out of the refrigerator. Now we're going to start putting it on our prepared with parchment paper cookie sheet. For my cookies, I'm going to be using a small cookie scoop. You can use a tablespoon if you would like. We will put these down. We want them about 2 inches apart. These are going in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes until the bottom are just beginning to brown. Our cookies are out of the oven, and guys, this house smells delightful. And they are just slightly brown on the bottom. Come over here and let me show you. This is what you're wanting. This will be a soft, chewy cookie. We're going to let this cool, and we're going to come back then and fix a yummy topping for it. For our cookie topping, we're going to be making this luscious cookie frosting. It's going to start with 1 cup of confectionery sugar. We're going to add to it a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring, 1 tablespoon of the lime juice, the key lime juice. Again, we're using Nellie and Joe's. You'll find this in your grocery store. In our grocery store, it's on the juice aisle. So where they have all of the bottled juices, that's where you're going to find this. 1 tablespoon of milk. We're using a 2%, but you could use whatever milk you have in your house. And we're going to add some lime zest to this, about a 1/2 teaspoon of lime zest. I'm just going to pinch it in here. I might give a little bit more than a half. I think that those green flecks in this frosting is going to be just beautiful. And then give it a quick stir. This is stirred up, and guys, it is beautiful. Look at those green flecks in that frosting. This is a little bit thicker than what I like. I'm going to add just a little bit more of the key lime juice to this. Just a little. And stir it again. You can make this to the consistency that you want for your cookies. I want it a little bit thicker than what I would do if I was doing a glaze on the bundt cake. Or you can make it thicker, thin, whatever you guys want. For me, this is about the consistency that I want. Look at these cookies. Aren't they gorgeous? I wish I could hand you one. So to frost these, what I'm going to do is put my frosting here in a shallow saucer, and I'm going to dip these. They'll be beautiful. So let's get to dipping. Won't these be beautiful at your next gathering? Or can you imagine showing up at a cookout with a dish of these? Oh, they will be so delicious, and people will be asking you for this recipe, let me tell you. Now, you'll notice I'm putting this back on my rack. I have put a piece of wax paper under my rack. You can use wax paper, you can use paper towels, you can use parchment paper, but it will help you to have a quicker cleanup in your kitchen. I know these cookies were really easy, but any shortcut that we can take to be able to make our family delicious meals and sweets and not be so tiring. I'm old, okay? These are simple homemade cookies. They are perfect for the summertime. Guys, these will stand out in the crowd, but they won't be around long. They are super sandy. They are tart. They are crunchy. They are everything that you want in a cookie. Guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this recipe, and I hope you'll do this recipe in your home. Give me a thumbs up if you're new here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit those notifications so that you get all of my recipes as they post. Until next time, you guys take care and God bless.